Hi, I'm Alex. For the 25 days of 520 Elliott, I choose work. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to do tabletop photography. We'll need a couple things just to start off for our basic photography. Number one, the most important thing is going to be our camera. We'll also need whatever we're taking a picture of. In this case, it's going to be a model car. We'll also need a tripod to make sure we have a steady photo. We'll need some sort of lighting, and we'll also need reflector cards. When taking photographs, you should be mindful of your environment. For example, we have a nice clean white background here that we're shooting on today. If you don't have a white wall or a white curtain, you can always pick up some foam core like we did here and use this as your background. It works just as well. We also want to make sure we have a nice clean white surface. We also want to consider lighting. And if you don't have an expensive set of lights, that's no problem. You can run down to your hardware store and just pick up a light like this. I put some parchment paper around the side of it, and this will help diffuse the light so it's not so harsh. And in addition to that, we can use some just pieces of paper for reflector cards. And this is going to help bounce light onto our product just to highlight some details, or if there's a certain feature in your product, then that'll be showcased very well. So today we're using an SLR camera. This is going to be the Canon Rebel T3i. It's a standard beginner SLR camera, and we're also using a 50mm lens, prime lens, so there's no zoom on it. And when we set up our camera, we'll want to make sure we can get our camera as close as to the product as possible so we can have the maximum pixels in our camera. Now we need to turn the camera on and switch it to AV mode. And then change our exposure, which is going to be our ISO. So we want to change our ISO to 100. So once we're on AV mode, we can hit this button right here and navigate over to our exposure. And we want to change that to 100. And then, to get the whole product in focus, we want to change our focal length to 8. Another helpful hint that a friend told me, they like to use a 2-second time delay after they press the photo button. And the reason for this is after you have that delay, this ensures there's no camera shake after you press the button. Just remember, there's not only one way to take a photograph. It's going to take some experimenting, and you can move the lights around. It's going to take a little while to get the hang of it, but eventually you'll get it. And that's a wrap. Next time you think about taking some photographs, consider some of these tips to help you get a nice, clean and crisp picture. Hope you had a nice time.